I was enjoying my Saturday morning coffee in my bathrobe with my feet up when I saw Vivian Chandler, the HOA boss lady, wearing cheetah print stretchy pants and a shiny gold necklace, bringing strangers into my garage like it was some fancy party. A big sign hung between my trees saying HOA summer party hosted by Vivian, my name nowhere to be found. I never said yes as loud music boomed from my property. Vivian held up a plastic wine cup and yelled, "Let's get this party started." I wasn't even dressed yet, but one thing became super clear. I wasn't going to stop this mess. I'd watch it fall apart from my front porch with a tall glass of lemonade, my anger turning into sneaky fun. I stood on my front yard shocked as cars parked along the street like it was a neighborhood block party. Strangers dragged lawn chairs, coolers, and a card table into my garage. I almost expected a TV crew. This had to be a joke, but the pop music shaking my walls said it was real. My truck was stuck inside. Blocked by tiki torches and a punch bowl, I ran to my computer searching through emails like a man looking for treasure. There it was hidden under HOA junk mail summer garage sharing sent 2 weeks ago by Vivian. It talked about taking turns hosting. And assuming people said yes unless they said no, I'd ignored it, so she thought silence meant yes. The nerve of her included a special lock code for my garage. I called my college friend Nate. "Bring some beer and your coolest computer stuff," I said. 20 minutes later, he drove into my back alley. We took apart the garage's smart lock, cut its HOA internet connection, and changed the code Nate gave me, the new remote, like it was a dangerous weapon. We walked to the front porch and got ready for the show. The music turned to weird static, then stopped. Lights went out. Guests froze like deer when headlights hit them. Vivian, totally confused, yelled for some guy Chad to check the power box. Someone pressed the keypad. Nothing. A woman opened my mini fridge yelling just batteries and ketchup packets. A kid started crying. I sipped my lemonade, smiling. Vivian saw me and walked over, her smile faker than her fake tan. "Hey, neighbor," she said sweetly. "Music problem, got the backup code." I looked right at her. "Vivian, you're having a party in my garage," she brushed it off. "It's shared space. You didn't say no in the newsletter. I didn't say yes either." I said back, standing up, "You just assumed I'd be okay with this." Behind her, a guy tripped over a power cord, knocking over chairs like falling dominoes. Another guy complained about losing internet, freaking out over his digital money. A woman screamed, "Is that a raccoon or a sick cat?" Vivian's smile started twitching. "It's for bringing neighbors. Together takes a whole neighborhood." I nodded, and sometimes the neighborhood clown throws a party in someone's garage. Her jaw got tight. "You're not opening it." "Nope. Change the code." Her face twisted up. "You what?" "When you gave out my key like a party favor, I took back my stuff," she stuttered. "This is just being mean." I leaned in. "No. Vivian, this is fixing your big mistake, respecting boundaries stuff. You forgot I put up a sign. Private property, unwanted parties may cause sadness." Guests left some laughing, one thanking me for the best HOA drama ever. Vivian stood stiff, fists tight as the lock screen flashed. No way, she banged the keypad. Nothing, her phone up, nothing. A man yelled, "Why is the emergency exit fake wood?" Vivian ignored it. "Nate poked me, let them worry or end it." I grinned. She's running a puzzle room now. As the sun went down, guests wanted cold drinks, shade a working bathroom. A kid asked, "Is this a mystery murder game?" I waved. "Depends how long you're stuck." Vivian posted a shaky selfie, big success, neighborhood strength. Someone inside yelled, "Where's the bathroom?" I posted back with a video of the empty garage saying, "Ask first, next time Sunday my front yard was a battlefield, smashed cups a single. Flip-flop, a pink flamingo balloon stuck in my tree cheese bits on my bushes." The neighborhood group chat shared videos of a guest falling into my plants. Vivian's invitation made fun of. No one supported her. Then came a knock, her assistant in baggy shorts, smelling like smoke. "She said you'd agreed to have the party," he mumbled a surprise. I laughed. 50 strangers in my garage is a surprise. He gave me a bill, $1,075 for damages cleanup, neighborhood happiness problems. I burst out laughing. She wants me to pay for her breaking in. I showed him my video. Vivian sneaking in, giggling. He'll never know. "Ted, I bet you recorded that, want a copy?" He didn't answer. I gave him my bill. Garage misuse cleanup emotional lemonade cost $20,000. I looked through the rules. Finding Vivian's own rule: unauthorized property use makes the starter person responsible. She'd written it after a lawn party left confetti. I emailed the board garage mess. Legal warning using the rule. Monday, Vivian stomped through the streets demanding neighbors delete posts, even begging a teen to remove a funny picture of her with a broken speaker. HOA mean control freak. He sold it as t-shirts, making $30 the chat. Wanted a special meeting, not just for the party, but Vivian's past banning swings, finding a veteran's flag, delaying a kid's wheelchair ramp. Nate stopped by. You started a rebellion. He showed a group Porch protectors with 70 members. A petition went around for a leadership vote. It needed 25% signatures. My street. Ted and half the HOA signed. Vivian showed up Sunday. Eyes red and tired, holding papers. I didn't mean for this, she whispered. It was harmless. You stole my space, I said. Now people want. You gone? She begged. If I quit, will you make the story nicer? You're respected. I shook my head. You're not a queen, Vivian. You're a neighbor. Support grew photos of her band projects, her grass measuring craziness. Nate held a meeting in his garage. Neighbors shared their anger. Electric. Vivian fought back with muffins, a park lemonade togetherness event, and flyers calling me a lazy porch sitter. A funny picture flipped it. Lemonade beats dictator. I stayed quiet, promising only to give the HOA back to its members. Nate found budget problems: $5.00 in weird payments, $200 for a lost banner, $800 for missing magnets, all to Vivian's account. At the emergency meeting, Vivian talked about togetherness, but Ted interrupted. Let's talk about property misuse. Neighbors piled on flower fines. Kid bans. I gave Ted the receipts. He read Vivian's payments out loud. Silence crushed her broken banners. She stuttered. How convenient, I said. Ted called for a money check. The crowd roared, vote her out. Vivian's control broke balloons, hit mailboxes. Vivian's thankless rally. No permission, I confirmed. No park permit flyers posted unauthorized. Event, Vivian pulled them down as families left. A cop came. No permit, ma'am, shut it down. She begged for time. He said no. I gave her her own rule, safety first, alone with her potato salad. She gave up the vote, came 87%, kicked her out. 81% chose me, Vivian. Left quietly, her clipboard, her only protection as president. I found Vivian's mess binders of petty fines, yellow house notes, fake tips in her handwriting. I boxed it as leftover junk and made one rule: respect boundaries, noise pets, no control trips. Then Nate sent a Craigslist ad screenshot, HOA stuff by V. Chandler, hinting at secret files. We met her in an empty parking lot, historical value. She smirked, wanting $5,000 for a USB stick. I gave her a letter. Her rule violations were reported. She froze, holding it. The ad disappeared. I held a driveway party. No permits, just neighbors' burgers. Nate's sweet lemonade. Vivian watched from a tree. Wearing jeans, looking small, Ted offered her a drink. She said no, but stayed. Kids high-fived. Me President Porch at sunset. I stood in my garage, mine again. I reset the lock limits. A note slipped under my door. Thanks for us. I pinned it up, knowing peace wasn't one thing, it was built one honest neighbor at a time.